My name is Ben Domain, Managing Editor with WestfordCAT, and here is the January 28th edition of WestfordCAT News. The annual community market is relocated to a larger venue near Abbott Elementary School this summer. Quote, this relocation allows us to create an even more dynamic space for local vendors and shoppers to come together. We believe that this move will not only benefit our vendors, but also contribute to the continued growth and vitality of the Westford Community Market, Road and Bush Community Center Executive Director Amanda Sullivan said in a press release. This new location will provide additional space for parking, vendors, and displays. The market venue has seen several changes since its inception in 2008. A town common staple until it shuttered in 2018 due to declining participation, it was revived by the Road and Bush Community Center in 2019. The market continued to be held in the town common through 2022 when the center announced the market would move to its property, which allowed the center to host the market, rain or shine. Despite the move, the center will continue to host the market indoors on its property during inclement weather. Additionally, the market will have modified days and hours for the 2024 season. This year's market will run on Tuesdays from July 2nd through September 10th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Vendors and nonprofits who would like to apply for space at the market may do so online. Vendors who purchase a space for the season are eligible for a discount. From reporter Melanie DeRonio, a new Citizens Committee is advocating for a Proposition 2.5 override to protect several existing town services from reductions amid a nearly $8 million shortfall in FY25 and beyond. The Westford Override Committee is a group of about 30 concerned citizens who say they want to, quote, save our services. Co-chair Nate McKinnon believes an override is necessary to maintain the level of services that we think is important, from public safety to schools to our roads, buildings, and recreation programming. Quote, I think if it doesn't pass, a lot of residents will be surprised with the changes, such as increased class sizes and longer response times for public safety, McKinnon told WestfordCAT. Though the committee focuses on the entire budget, he says, quote, a lot of concern for the schools is within the group. Quote, the cuts will dramatically impact the student learning experience, not only for the next year or two, but it will have a lasting impact, McKinnon said. These cuts will last for a generation. He added that these are things that are really important to the community that are at stake here. McKinnon acknowledged residents who may support an override but cannot afford the additional costs, viewing their voices as essential to the discussion. Quote, I'd welcome them to join us so we can begin to convey that back to officials and have considerations for what appropriate policy we can have that can make that happen, he said. Such as seniors on a fixed income. They have to be part of the conversation. It's our reality that our seniors face in town every day. He wants the committee to serve as a liaison for people who want the override to happen. The committee aims to educate and gather support in favor of an override by the March 23rd annual town meeting. Those interested can stay up to date through the committee's website and on their Facebook page, linked in the description below. Quote, our goal is that by the time we have the town meeting, there's overwhelming support for an override, he said. We'll support whatever agreeable decision that can happen at the end of the day. He added that our ask is for people to come to town meeting and be ready to support this, and then be ready to come back to the ballot box in May to support it again. Several public hearings are planned ahead of the March 23rd annual town meeting that I would like to make residents aware of. The Finance Committee has continued to hear budget proposals from each town department. On February 1st, the committee will hear a follow-up to the proposals from Westford Public Schools, as well as proposals from General Government, Land Management, Debt Service, Capital, and Risk Management. Additionally, the Planning Board opened a public hearing for the MBTA Communities Act on January 22nd. The hearing will continue at their next meeting on February 5th. A zoning bylaw amendment regarding the act will appear on the March 23rd annual town meeting warrant. That's all for this week. I'm Ben Domain, and you're watching WestfordCAT News.